All you said was 5. Well, good evening, Table Warriors. Welcome to another episode of Above the Law. Last time we left off, our wonderful, brave, incredible, super law-following King's unit went and they stopped a criminal drug dealer. They did that. They stopped him.
Doran did nothing wrong.
No, he didn't. Everyone was fine. So, let me go around the table.
I'm Will. I am Ripper Ratone, the greatest rat man of all time.
Mason. Work. Just a wreck.
I am Tristan, and I'll be playing Doran, the ever-irritated Dragonkin.
And I'm David, and I'm playing Owen Greenhills, the halfling operative.
That works. It's pretty good. So, we also left off with you all having your next clue for the next part of the chain, which is, of course, you have Bojo's phone, which contains the phone number for church. You also have one of his data pads with some information on it, I think. Or did you have 2 of them? You had 2.
We had 2 of them.
2,
correct.
right. Yeah. So, I have all that. And here we are.
I think he hit a button when we left off.
Yeah, so...
You were on the ship.
Self-control told him to hit a button.
Oh, that's
Say
right.
Yeah.
a sequence of words.
That's right. Self-control told him to hit a button.
And I was outside of the ship.
Yep.
We're all outside
These
the ship.
2 were outside of the ship also.
That's right, yeah, because you tried to punch him down.
Yeah, and they're chilling, and then after Owen told Rip, he started running back to the ship.
That's right. So self-control. What happened with the button?
I'm back online. Thank you. I finished my self-diagnostics.
Okay, self-control. So can you help me track the number, please, to church?
I'll get right on it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna come waltzing back in after hearing that he was going to press some large button that I had no idea what did. What's going on in here?
Self-control just told me press the button so in order to track the phone call towards church, and he seems to be doing that now.
And
At
you
least
press
I
the
hope.
button. You press the button. Oh, jeez. I want to see if I can factory reset self-control.
You to factory reset
I'm
him?
gonna factory reset
Wait.
self-control.
Rip,
Wait, Rip, you.
what do you think you're doing?
Making this all be better.
No.
Just take a
You
second.
touch my ship any further, and self-control is going to be the least of your worries.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Listen, just don't be reckless right now. We're gonna see what's happened. And, can I, like, sense, to see, self-control's, like, motive? Like, if he is, like, or, like, is he just this AI that's just so ununderstandable?
It's an AI. It's just talking to you.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
It's hard to sense a motive of a computer.
That's fair.
Also, wouldn't you need to call for him to track?
I mean,
This is
So-
why I do machines.
self-control, do you need me to call church?
That would speed things up greatly.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab the phone, like, all right, I'm gonna call him, okay? And then I call church, to his number.
So you call church, and it kind of like buzzes for a few moments. And then you hear, like, you pick up and says, "Hello, Bojo! Are you doing all right, my son? I heard you call me earlier and it didn't go well. What did you hang up for? Are you doing all right?"
This is Bojo's friend.
"Oh, hello. How can I help you, son?"
My name is Dublin, and Bojo went missing a little bit ago. He walked into he went out the back door and just disappeared.
"Well, that's not good. That's not good."
We just wanted to make sure that any contacts he had might know where he is.
"I'm afraid I don't, but I'll keep my eye out for him."
Well, any idea where he would have went?
Not that I know of. He generally kept to himself. I keep him to myself as well.
Perhaps you would know, maybe he went to see any acquaintances of his. Maybe the cowboy.
Then you just hear like, click.
So, you could have just asked him, hey, can we meet up somewhere sometime? You didn't.
Please, think that would work.
Hey, you never know. We could be the new Bojo.
Self-control, did it work?
I'm tracking the number now, agents.
Okay, thank you, self-control. You barely talk at all. And the one time you talk a lot, that really messed it up. And
Why'd you put the phone to me?
you started talking first. I didn't know what to do. Look at me. Wait a minute. Owen, he's outside, right?
Yes.
Isn't the city, like, fuming with those drugs? Does he not? Isn't he against drugs?
I don't care.
I don't
You
care.
call him if you're so concerned.
Well, if you don't care, then you won't mind if I reset.
No.
It's just a little pin-sized hole on the thing and just take a little pin.
You're
and then
going
you
to-
can't, they don't want you to press the button.
I'm probably out there just like fuming at the fact that he got to ride on his shoulders.
Fair.
And still
Fair
just
enough.
and like I'm like I figure like I didn't hear screaming. They're probably still alive after him hitting the button. But like I'm so mad I don't want to talk to them right now.
I get that. I get that. Just like,
Yeah, I'm just like against the side of the ship, like leaning back, like whatever. Like
it's not even cool
Yeah.
right now, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to touch this ship any further, the only way you'll be able to do so is from the garbage chute.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. Just a little bit of garbage, as long as I can still mess with the ship, right? So that
I
would
will
be my
break
route.
your legs.
Oh. So is the garbage chute or breaking my legs? Which one is it? Maybe it's both. Okay, I get it. Those are the eyes of a man who's saying he's gonna both put me in the garbage can and break my legs. Okay, I'm leaving it alone. Not gonna touch the ship anymore. Self-control, no worries. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. He's thinking about what I just said.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and talk to Owen. And then I go outside and then I see him.
It's still pretty hazy out
Still
here.
pretty hazy. Okay. Wondering how these drugs would work. Okay.
It's also
So
a little glittery outside.
little
too.
glit. After I see it's like the glitteriness and just flashbacks to the whole like fiasco with the shooting stars, I'm like, maybe I'll talk to him from inside. and then I close the door, sit down, and like try to see if I can telepathically, like if he's close enough.
Yeah, you should be.
Hey Owen, you there?
yes.
Are you-
What is it?
The ship wasn't gonna blow us up, and
Good to know.
we're tracking the call to church. Self-control's working on it right now.
Oh, okay. That's he doesn't need us to call him or anything.
No, we called church and
Oh God! And I'm like, I just like immediately like open the door and like stomp into the ship.
Okay, but before you freak out,
What happened?
so
Who called him?
I did, because
At least it wasn't Doran.
Well, Doran told me to call him, and Doran talked to him.
Oh God! What?
And
Why?
he may have given us away.
Ugh. I just like I'm like the wall of the ship.
Why do you think I wasn't hired as an investigator?
I have this glorious mental image of Oren. Oren is Owen and all of his short goodness, like stomping in like, and then just Doran sitting like this in the ship because he's huge. He's just
I
like,
imagine the ship would be me-sized.
it's big
considering,
enough for you, but I don't know why I picture him sitting on the couch real small, just like, just he's so mad. Anyway, go ahead.
Alright.
Sorry.
So
Beautiful.
where's the communicator?
Here you go.
Take it. You all can't be trusted with this anymore. And I'm gonna like open it up and see what like the call logs and stuff.
So you can see that this is obviously a burner phone
Yeah.
that he's gotten to specifically call to call church.
Right.
It has nothing else on it.
Does it show the phone number for church on it?
It does.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
All right. I guess I will record the phone number just in case the phone blows up or something.
Right.
And I'll be like, well, we certainly can't use this anymore to contact him unless maybe one more time as an emergency. He might not even pick up.
Can I keep the phone? I mean, we're not going to use it for anything, really. One
Promise
man's
you won't
trash.
use it to call him without
I don't want to call it
telling
that.
me?
There-
Throw it to you.
And I will put this away in the old knapsack. There we go.
All right, so what was the button?
Self-control actually didn't really explain it to me. He just said he needed it to track the phone call.
Yeah, it sounds suspicious.
I mean, he's doing it.
I had the bright idea of resetting the ship. Somebody won't let me reset the ship, threatening to break my legs.
You've touched enough stuff today, Rip.
Look,
Trying to fix the problem.
You're tampering with King's property.
I'm gonna take out.
Technically, I'm a king, right?
I'm gonna take out my pad and like sketch on it, like put it in like sketch mode or whatever, and sketch. I'll distract Doran, do it, and just really quick flash it to him
Okay.
and be like, Doran, we better talk about this situation. Why don't you come with me outside for a second?
Does it have to be outside?
Look,
Can't we go into the other room?
fine, let's go. So we'll stomp into the other room.
Okay.
Couldn't we do this telepathically?
No, it freaks me out sometimes. And as we're like walking, I'll be like doing like the wrap it up side as like I close the door behind it.
Scurry over to a control panel
Okay.
and see if I can find that magical reset button.
Rip.
I'm just gonna tinker to.
Operative Raton, it looks like you're trying to reset me. Would you like some assistance?
No, I can do it myself. Don't worry about it.
Rip?
Did that echo through the whole ship?
Yeah, do we hear self-control like in our room?
I would assume so, unless self-control is trying to speak through only one speaker. I don't know. Is
Did you broadcast
self-control
that across the ship?
broadcasting across the whole ship right now? Is that his decision?
I think that's
guess.
That would be a decision best left for a higher authority.
Ah! Thank you, self-control. Like, who's higher authority? Well then, I will say no. I will say that
Okay.
he was speaking to
directed
you
to him.
in the front of the ship. So
So what's so important?
All right, look. I think we have a rat. And I both mean literally and figuratively. I think the rat guy might be working the other side.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I think extra special care, right? Also, I told him to mess with the ship.
so meanwhile,
Doran. So,
we'll come
back
back
to
to
us.
what Doran's doing.
Rip, listen. I care about you, but you've been really reckless lately. And we're kind of... I think we're on the bad end of everything right now. So it's best to just... Right now, just follow orders, okay? If you can do that, just don't touch anything and...
Okay, Dad. I don't listen to anybody when it comes to this stuff. I know what I'm doing. It's just a machine. Machines are easy to work with. And I just dig hands into.
Just hands immediately in wires.
So would that be
Like a 4-year-old in a plate of spaghetti with his
Just
bare
like,
hands.
This is great. Computers or engineers?
It's computers. Computers.
That'll be a 26.
Okay. So it's hard to find anything from inside here specifically. There's no, it looks like everything was created in a way that you'd have to go through the computer itself to get there. But also you notice that there are a lot of devices here that are transmitting.
Oh, that's not good.
Like a lot.
Is the crawl space of these wires big enough for me to fit in?
No.
So,
It's a lot of things.
so you dug yourself into the system, kind of. Are you still like grabbable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't fit all the way in it. I was gonna try to crawl through the ship.
All right. I'm gonna yell, Doran, quick! And I cast Daze on Rip.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna. What is that?
So it's if I'm correct, it's a will saving throw.
Oh, that's my best. 13.
13 plus
13.
that will be. Hold up. It's
13 straight. 'Cause
wait.
I
What
don't
level is
have
that
any
spell
will.
again?
I
It's
don't have any.
it is
No will.
13. So you
Succeed.
yep,
succeed.
succeed.
Yeah, you hear like, sort of like in Jurassic Park where you hear the boom, boom.
You see the cup? You see the cup on this side?
First of all, what are you doing? Second of all, pull me out. Pull me out.
I'm just
so
like
now you
on
want
his tail. I'm just like swinging back and forth, like while wrapping my arms around his tail, like, hold on, wait!
Like, oh god.
Hey, buddy, you look. Did you do something with your scales? Are they parted to the different side today?
Hi.
It might looks like a thing. He told me to do it.
I'm behind him, like pulling on
I am
the tail,
aware.
like with my shoes,
wait,
like
time out.
scraping along the thing as I'm like not moving him at all. Like,
You're aware that he told me to do this when he tried to make it seem like he was telling me something in secret.
Self-control. I know you're a bit busy, but is it a little would it be too much to ask if you to change authorizations on certain personnel?
Whoa, wait, we can talk about this, right? We're adults here.
That is well within my operating procedures, Operative Cosm.
Would you please lock Operative Ratone out of access in and out of the ship?
Oh no.
I feel that he has tampered far too much with you.
I think we can both agree on that. Access denied. Operative Ratone.
I'm going to grab him if I can. I guess that's a grapple check, yes?
I'm gonna try to scurry out of that.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's my athletics contested by your kinetic AC plus 8.
Okay, let's do it then.
Oh, I'm guessing a 12
No.
is gonna.
So, yeah.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
I threw him off by constantly pulling on his tail a little bit.
Just enough.
I suggest you
That centimeter did it.
How about this?
give yourself up.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. I'm sorry for messing with your ship.
Perhaps you haven't gotten it yet, but I am so unbelievably irritated right now.
Oh, okay, that's good. The first step of understanding that you have a problem and fixing it is understanding you have a problem. Now we can go to the fixing part.
Does 18 beat your?
Oh yeah.
Plus 8 though.
Plus 8? No, it does not.
Okay, my second attempt to grab the
Please,
rat.
Please. Okay.
I'm gonna let go of his tail and like run around to the other side. Like, wait. Let me put this in terms I think you'll understand. To him, self-control is like a citizen in their legal domicile who you think has committed a crime. And so you want to just smash the door in and, well, punch everybody. And he wants to break into self-control and fix things.
What crime is self-control committing?
Well, self-control is just a tattletale, is what he is. And so we're trying to deal with that fact.
Log, can you backhand him for me?
Listen, no one's in the right here, okay?
It's 19 meters.
No. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, a little game of Paco
Whoa.
Louise here.
Stop trying to grab me. How about this? I will gladly surrender myself. Just don't grab me too hard. Is there like a brig on the ship or something so I can show you that I'm trustworthy and I'm willing to work?
Is there a brig on the ship?
Yeah, your space cops.
All right.
Of course.
Of course, I would be as gentle as I can be.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna walk there myself. Don't follow me.
I follow him.
Take about like a couple paces back. I'm going. Jeez. And I'm actually gonna walk to the brig.
Okay.
I'm gonna press the button. And I'm gonna walk inside. And I'm gonna. Can you?
Slam the door shut.
Oh, you just couldn't wait, could you? Okay, so where do we go from here? I'm the guy that's gonna do all the computer stuff, and how you gonna take care of that?
Well, funny thing is, wireless internet is an amazing thing. I've heard it's, quite accessible.
I'm pretty sure that this brig of yours is shielded from any type of thing like that, so I can't work in here.
Well, that's the thing. You aren't always going to be in here.
Oh,
You're going to be outside for the most part.
oh. So is this? You're gonna kick me off the ship? No.
If you're on the ship, you're in the brig.
Oh, that's not fun. I don't like being locked
Yeah,
up.
you want to know what's not
Do I look
fun?
like an animal to you?
Yes.
Oh, well, so do you. You look like an animal. Why don't you get in here? No,
I'm
it's not
majestic
enough room,
as can be.
I felt that. I felt that dodge there.
Okay. All right. So what is it that you want?
You to be locked up in the brig. Goodbye.
Wait, don't close it. Oh, he's left.
I guess I'm gonna come waltzing back to the main guest control room.
Okay.
Attention all operatives.
What's up, self-control?
If you could gather in the control room, I'd like to discuss the call I've been tracing.
Oh wow, he actually did something. Cool. Can we let Ratone out of the brig long enough to hear?
We'll give him the essentials.
Very well. I've managed to find a location, but the number associated with this location is different than the number that you dialed.
Hold on.
Would you?
I secretly, on my communicator, dial the number for the phone I gave him
Oh.
and put it on like speaker.
Okay.
Like, by my
So you
by
can-
my the
Okay.
thing.
So the phone number associated with this location is different than the phone number you originally dialed. Would you like to call this new location?
Can you provide us any information about it, address or anything?
Yes, I have the address.
Okay. Please provide it.
It's 7,834 Milky Way.
Is this a place of business or a residential area?
It's a residential area, but I cannot tell if it's a place of business or not.
Okay. Well, let's head there.
Do you want him to also track the other number as well, just in case?
Sure. Yeah, self-control. Do that while we're gone. I'm gonna go ahead and let Ratone out so we can all go.
We'll let Ratone out.
Sure. I close my communicator and like stick it back in my pocket.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
So I heard the ship was saying stuff. What's the deal? I mean, you can't keep me locked in here. You can't keep me locked in here forever. You wouldn't keep me locked in there forever. Yeah, you might keep me locked in there forever. Can't we just like make amends?
No.
Right, fine. I'll play the long game.
Outside of the ship, I'll consider you an ally. Inside of the ship, you're a prisoner.
Okay? You're just gonna let him do that to me?
If things get too far, I'll stop and see what I can do, okay?
I'd like to see that.
All right. Let's go, everybody. Enough of the love fest.
So romantic.
Love triangle.
Well, so you all exit the ship and make your way towards the address. I already forgot what he said it was. Something about Milky Way.
7034 Milky Way.
Right. So you follow the streets and you end up going past like into the other neighborhood where like Bojo's whole thing was. You're in a newer place. This area seems to be a lot more put together. And literally and figuratively. A lot of the buildings seem to have been repaired and fixed with other pieces of building. So it looks like they've sort of tried to maintain some semblance of like life here.
Actually, on the way there, can we stop at a store?
Sure.
I want to see how much a glass cutter is. I'm a little gun shy about not having a glass cutter after that last building.
Be good to have.
So we're stopping at the local supermarket.
You stop at the local supermarket.
I assume I would be able to find a place that sells disreputable things pretty quickly.
Probably
like,
a pawn
Oh, yeah.
shop or something.
yeah.
Yeah, you find a pawn shop. And it's called. It's called. It's called Bread Pit.
Well,
The
Well-
Bread Pit.
while he's shopping,
With 2 T's on it.
talk to Rip. Rip, I'm sorry. I didn't mean things get so high end. I didn't expect him to lock you up like that.
It's fine. It's fine. You're
But-
just being you. I mean,
No, but listen.
It says the cost is 100 for a regular one, or a Mark II is 400.
They only have the regular one.
Okay, I will buy the regular one because that's all I have the money for anyway.
Okay.
But no, listen. I'm thinking about you, and you're just thinking about yourself. Like, you gotta think about the other people in the situation, okay?
I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about the entire area here. This place is filled with scum. I'm getting rid of them.
Oh, wait, that's right. I have the 5,000,
How about
I
this?
or the 6,000 credits that I
I
said
know
we had
about
3,000.
the place the number came
I like
from.
that number's changed a few times now.
I think it was
Go check it out.
6,000.
It was
you said.
10,000.
Give them
Was it 10?
information.
And I told them
You
it was
took
5.
five.
Yeah, I told them it was 5. Yeah.
I can get
I
back in
thought
the
it was
good
really
graces
funny
of the
though,
big
having
giant.
it be the other
alien.
way, where it's like the 6,000,
I don't trust the
the,
woman.
the 4,000.
Yeah.
That's something we had.
All right, guys. I bought this. Never mind. Let's go.
As you guys look over, you probably see Doran just like checking out like a newer looking coffee maker.
It's extreme. It looks like it's gonna be. It'll make coffee in like 2 seconds. If you wanted to spray it directly into your face, it will.
I'll come back for you.
It's like Doran, no. Doran, please, don't leave me here. That's the true romance.
That's true.
Doran in the coffee pot.
All right, so then we'll continue on. So we're in the glitzy part of town.
Yeah, you've ended up.
It's I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's probably pretty late at night at this point, right?
It's extremely late at night.
Maybe we should have. Forget it.
All right. Forgotten.
We did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like 2 in the morning at this
Yeah.
point.
Good thing I'm all hopped up on coffee.
Yeah, you've been drinking a lot of coffee. So
He's a big-
yeah, this side of town, like I said, has sort of been put back together. It looks like they've taken apart other buildings to try to repair. Like half the street is destroyed, and more than usual. Like actually, like they took it apart. It's not wrecked like an explosion, but it's taken apart. And then the other side of it looks okay. It's just sort of patchwork buildings that they all have like working electricity. It looks like there's running water. It looks like a lot nicer down this side, aside from like the rest of it. But it's all right. Could be worse. And as you follow along, you end up approaching a very, very tall and somewhat magnificent church, an actual church. It's got like a steepled, like triangle roofs. It's got the symbols of like different gods on the top, and it just seems like a very nice building. It doesn't look like it's been destroyed at all. It's made of like white marble, which seems to be pretty rare these days.
So it look like some of the stuff that they've pulled from the city is now a part of that building?
No,
or is like
this building
has
is
not
pristine.
been touched?
No one has touched this building. This building is pristine. Even the sidewalks, like coming up to it, are still like nice. The road, garbage.
Yeah.
But the sidewalk, still good.
So, how are we doing this?
I'm not going in there. I'm bursting the flames.
I know the perfect way to infiltrate that building. And I activate my clothing thing to change into the little boy outfit.
There it is.
All right? Right? Yeah, you know it's right.
Now you gotta hold his hand and go inside like you're his
No.
surrogate father or something.
Just go in and tell him that, like, I'm a little boy who lost my parents.
I'll do it.
And you're dropping him off at the church because you didn't know where else to bring him.
Actually, no. Orglok should do it. He's a nice guy. Look
Sure,
at him. He's
yeah.
all mandibles that look like he's smiling.
Okay.
Open comms. If possible.
I mean, sure. I mean,
Looking up, how many floors would I wager this building has?
Probably 2. It's not like super gigantically tall, but it's like long. Kind of like how Notre Dame is like super long and like there's a billion buildings. This one's kind of like that. It's huge.
Got any gargoyles up there?
Oh
Anything
yeah, of
stupid
course
like
it does.
that?
Oh yeah. Heck yeah, it does.
Just so you know,
Your
before I
people.
go in there,
They call to you.
one of these church people tries to touch me. I'm blasting them.
It does like,
I like take my laser pistol, like put it down like the shirt sleeve so it can like slide out if I need
there
it.
you go.
All right, you ready?
Okay. Should
Man,
I?
you can talk. We'll have some good
No.
quality.
Oh, and should I call you something? I can't really call you son.
No,
I don't think that kind of.
Just say
There's some
kid.
resemblance there. Okay.
Billy Smith.
Billy Smith. Okay.
A lot of humans named Smith. I've found. They like love that name. It's like their favorite name. It's weird.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
And then like, grab him like he's like I'm like watching him.
Okay.
I'll walk up.
And I'm gonna like lick and like start to like just
Rub
wet
your
my
eyes real
wet my
hard.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, rub so they're all red.
Okay.
All right.
So you head inside the building. And what are you two doing before we do that? Are you just...
Any large windows I can see?
You can't see in them. It has like stained glass windows. It does. It's that building. You know, that church. So you would be able to see in the stained glass if you got like up on it. You know, you could look through it that way. But otherwise, it's just kind of blurry and not gonna do much for you.
Things go bad, we bust in through a window.
You first, I'll follow. But while we're out here, why don't we just get to know each other a little bit better? I see you like coffee. I'm a man of the taste myself.
How do you like it?
Completely black, of course. No.
Wrong choice.
Was there a right choice?
No.
Oh,
So
Just no.
I'm going to snag him by the back of his shirt again, and I'd like to hop up on top of the building if I can,
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty high, but
using my flight, obviously.
yeah. You just kind of
It's more of a dash, but
close enough. You're huge enough that you could do it. It's only a
Yes.
2-story building. And it's got a slanted roof, but
Okay,
you
I'll-
kind of managed to hold your footing up there.
I'd like to perch possibly above a window, hopefully,
Okay.
so that if the need comes, I can bust in.
You're like ready, dramatic ready, like
can you
Like
let me
the
down?
cloak I have flowing in the wind.
yeah, like you see the hilarious resemblance between like there's a gargoyle like 4 feet to the right, and he's standing like the same way. Like it's amazing. Only this one has a cape. So
Could you put me down? Why you gotta hold so tight? Oh, this is nice. Oh God.
you get the sense somewhere that like someone got to ride on his back again, and it wasn't you. You get this like. No. All right, so you two head inside, and you see that there's a woman in like a nice like kind of light blue gown, not like a gown, but like church garb.
Yeah.
And she is talking to like an old lady. There's nobody in. There's not a service at the moment, but she's just kind of there. You see a couple other people in these like bluish garb. There's a big pipe organ on one end of it, and a like an old school like altar that like is made out of wood. You can tell that it's like very old. They've got like a big book on the top of it, of course, and like
Are they
fancy
mostly all humans?
tapestries. No, there's a variety of people here. There's not a specific like it just seems to be a lot of people here.
Okay. So I'll take him and walk up to the front lady
Okay.
ahead, and I'm like just gonna say, hi.
Greetings. How can I help you?
So I was just curious about your church, you know?
Oh.
How long have you been here exactly?
Oh, this church has been in service for over 4,000 years.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We have kept it and maintained it. It's been destroyed a few times, but we've rebuilt it back to its former glory.
Oh, destroyed a few times. From what?
Lots of things. Heckworth is a very unpleasant planet.
Oh, okay. And then as I'm like still casually talking to her, I'm gonna use my blind sense.
Okay.
So let me make a perception check. Yikes. 11.
So, being that there's like a couple people around in here, it's kind of messing with your sense. You're getting the sense from like the old lady who's just kind of sitting in a pew by herself. There's like a couple people up front that are like cleaning things and dusting things off, and that's kind of, you're hearing all their footsteps. Other than that, there's not really a ton of patrons in here. There's a couple of people that are like on the side having a conversation about like church activities. So it's like, it's all kind of a lot. It's, you know, it's not anything specific that you notice. You don't see something that's like weird.
Okay. So I'm gonna continue talking like, do you have a restroom in here?
Oh yes, of course. And she points to the back. It's right back in there.
Okay. Hey, come on, Billy.
I don't know if my dad's in the bathroom here.
Oh no!
Come on, man.
Oh no!
It's okay. Your dad's not gonna hurt you. I'm here.
Are you alright?
Don't.
I don't know where my dad is. This bug man said he'd help me, but I can't find him.
Oh no! What happened, little one? What happened to your parents?
I don't know. There was a terrorist, and then I lost
I did
my
hear
dad.
about that.
I don't know where he is.
Oh, come here. It's fine. And
The
she like holds
terrorists
her
didn't get
hands
him.
out for you,
Well,
and she picks you up. You're like, it's all right. It's all right.
and like over her back, like as she turns her back to him, I'm just like,
Don't worry. We will help you. Everything will be all right.
thank you.
It's just like. So she sort of says, "Well, where did you find him?"
He was nearby. I think his name was Bojo. His house. There's like the whole area around there where the terrorist
near
attack
Bojo.
happened.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, he's lucky he found you. Well, come with me. We have other children that are in danger.
I bet you do. Let's go.
And she takes you to this back room, and you see there's like there's another like old lady that's like basically asleep in an armchair with like a book across her lap. And she kind of sits you down in this room. There's other like 5 to like 10-year-olds. There's like 4 or 5 other kids in there. And she just kind of puts you in there. She's like, "You'll be safe in here until we find your parents."
Thank you.
And she closes the door.
Telepathically, have you found the drugs yet?
Have you found the drugs?
I found a room full of children and a sleeping old lady. I'm working on it. And like, I'll let him do his, and then I'll do my thing, I guess.
So I'm gonna talk to the lady. So I'm assuming after she dropped him off,
Yeah.
she came back to me.
Yeah.
So can you please give me a tour of your church? I've never been here before.
Oh, yes, of course. Please, come with me.
Okay.
And so she walks you around and gives you the history of this church. This is sort of like a non-denominational sort of church. They follow like the 5 major gods, and they pretty much welcome anybody. Every day of the week they do a different service, essentially, and then on the weekends they do like short ones, and they just sort of take care of everybody in this area. They're the ones that have been starting this initiative to rebuild this side of Heckworth, and eventually they'd like to stretch out to the whole thing. She tells you the whole history. She shows you all the window panes, like tell the different histories of the gods and all these things. And so that sort of thing.
So I'm gonna telepathic connect to Owen and be like, I think self-control, instead of leaving us to church, he led us to an actual nice church.
It's a facade.
Okay, if you say so.
Trust me, Bugman. People like this are never as good as they seem.
Well, when walking with her, like when she was giving me the tour, did I ever see like any door where she was like, oh, but don't go in there? Or,
No,
like,
don't go in there. Only the women's bathroom.
No, only the women's bathroom. Okay.
Do not enter drugs in here.
Do not. There are drugs.
I wonder if there's drugs in here.
No. She pretty much shows you everything. There's a couple of rooms that she just kind of says are like bedrooms and like places that people stay, but otherwise she's like, no, it's fine.
All right, so meanwhile, I guess we switched me for a sec. So, I'm like gonna first check the old lady.
Okay.
Be like, see if she
wakes
like
up.
wakes up.
Well, not really. She kind of is like,
All right, she's out. Hey kids, who wants to make some credits?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
What you
figured.
got, mister?
All right, so look,
Because you're an adult now. They immediately.
like I take the hat, like move it backwards and
Whoa.
stuff, and I'm like, all right.
That's
so,
awesome. Yeah,
Kids.
they're all like
Yeah.
various races, but
Yeah.
like there's a couple of them that are like, that's an adult. That is not a
Yeah.
child.
I figured like it's harder to fool them than adults.
For some reason, the kids are like, no, we
Yeah.
know, no,
Yeah.
you can't. That's it. Don't even roll.
Yeah.
We know.
All right, kids. So look, we are trying to get some information about this place. I'm willing to pay you guys some credits for any information you have. Like, do you know of any, like, say, I don't know, secret rooms, or is there anything weird going on here that you've seen? Are they treating you well?
So like you hear a couple of the kids start to tell you some shenanigans, like, oh, I heard that if you go in here at night, there's a ghost. They do that thing.
I give each of them that like tell me, even like the fake stories, I'm giving them like a credit
and they're like,
so that I can start like building up, like they know, like, oh, they tell me information, I
Yeah.
give them money. Yeah.
So yeah, you get like you get like 2 or 3 like dumb
Yeah.
little like kid stories. Like one time I
Yeah.
saw this guy, he had a big hat, and then
Good
like
information, good looking out. All right.
and then another kid comes up and he's like, you see him like cross his arms, and he's obviously like the leader of the kids, and he's like, well, how many credits will I get if I tell you about the secret radios?
Secret radios, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, it is.
How about this? How about if you tell me about the secret radios, not only will I give you 10 whole credits right now, but I will come back and bust you out of here and show you a real police cruiser.
That sounds pretty good. That
Sounds pretty
sounds
good?
pretty good. I think. Okay, hand over the credits.
All right, I give them 10 credits.
Okay, he gives the kid 10 credits, and he's like, oh, I could buy so many cards with this, you don't even know. And so there's a room that if you go under where the altar is, down under that thing, there is a room down there that has these big radio things, lots of wires.
Under the altar,
Yeah.
lots of wires. Which room is this?
It's the big room with all the altars and the mirrors and all the things in there.
Do I recognize what he's describing?
Yeah, he's talking about the main room.
The main room. So there's lots of people in there.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
lots of people in there. He's like, if you go under there, sometimes there's nobody in there. And I went in there one time, and I saw this big guy in there, and he had like 6 arms. He had half of him was like a robot, and he was in there, and he was talking to somebody else, somebody he called Pops.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, kid. I like the cut of your jib.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the cop car.
Yeah, we're gonna take care. Actually, I'm going to write down like my information for him,
Okay.
and like get it to him.
Yeah, he's
and
like,
be like,
"Oh."
yeah, you contact me if I don't reach you back, because I don't know. In a second, things might get crazy, and I don't want to break my promise to you.
Awesome. Okay. And then
I'm
like,
I forgot. This doesn't work without. Oh, wait, can I initiate a psychic communication with you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, hey, you there?
Yes.
All right. I have a crazy plan, but it's going to go well, I think. But everyone's probably going to head out of here in a hurry. I need you, once you see people starting to stream out, I'm going to hide, and I need you to come in through some other way, because they're probably going to force Bugman out with everyone else. But I'm going to hide and try to stay in here, and then you guys need to find another way in so you can help me.
Like through a window.
Hopefully in a way that everyone doesn't notice you coming in, unless, here's my plan. I'm going to set off the fire alarm. So I may or may not really set the building on fire. But regardless, come up with a reason for you guys to come in to help me. Some kids told me about a secret room. We need to check it out, but we can't do it in front of everybody.
I'll see if there's a back door.
All right. And I'll take out my lighter and like start looking around for like a fire alarm detector
Okay.
or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna immediately start looking for a back door or alternative entrances that aren't the main one.
Okay, are you bringing him?
Hey, what's going on? Oh, God! Could you warn me? You're not gonna warn me, but
Quiet.
please.
So like as you start doing that, you see the kids are now playing cops and robbers.
Okay.
'Cause that's essentially how that works out.
Sure.
And you are still on the tour with the lady. She's bringing you back around to like the front and like, and this is our altar that we blah 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 blah. It's, you know,
Okay.
in and out, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah, you're like okay. All
Oh,
right.
And I want to look for a place that I'll be able to hide, like a cabinet or something that I can stick my little halfling body into. So
Okay.
that,
Yeah, there's plenty of that around. There's lots of
Okay.
storage things. There's
Okay.
like desks you could hide under.
gotcha.
So we'll do.
I'm gonna give them like. I'll give them like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna set off the fire alarm.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to find something that's gonna
Yeah.
make a whole bunch of noise.
Okay.
Okay. And so yes, you two do find a back door. It's not that hard. There is just another entrance on the other side. They don't really have anything that's like a back door that you could just get in, but it's like a single wide regular door, not like the big front big thing.
Security cameras or anything on the building?
There are not.
Are there any like vents that lead outside?
Not really.
Okay, I just wanted to
I mean, there are, but they're not like big vents.
Well, I
they're
meant,
like,
like-
you know.
For
Yeah.
a rat person.
Yeah, they're not big. They're not big
Okay,
for
they're
you
not
to
big
get
enough
in.
for a.
They're like regular, like, you know.
I guess yeah. I'll keep an eye on on the back door. Does it look as big as the front one? Does it seem to lead to any other place? Like
It's smaller. Like I said, it's a single wide door, so it's instead of like the two big front things. It's you can just go in. It looks like it probably goes into some kind of like rec room in the back or something.
okay.
As far as you can tell, it probably leads into a room that's like a storage thing or something.
All right. I'll tell him ready to go.
All right.
All right.
Does it set
So
off?
after a few minutes, it starts to like you see it like start to heat up
And
a
I'm-
little bit.
Oh, so it didn't go off yet?
Well, then it
Okay.
goes off.
And then I run into like a cabinet.
Okay, yeah, you jump into a cabin. You hear like, "Brrrr, brrrr," and you hear that, and he's like, "Oh my, that's the fire alarm. We must get out quickly."
Okay. And then like as we're like walking out, I'm like, Owen, you okay?
I set off the fire alarm.
What?
The guys are trying to go around to another entrance to help me out. Try to find them.
But this is just okay.
Contact.
Okay.
Rip.
and as like I'm walking out, like Rip, where are you? What's going on?
Backside of the building. Why is there all the alarms going? What did you do?
That wasn't me.
So
Okay.
you see, well, I guess you would if you peek out of the cabin. You see like the old lady like shuffling the kids out, and like everybody's just kind of going out. You see that
She actually did wake up.
you see, you see the lady is sort of helping out an older lady out there, and so she's largely dropped her attention on you, and she's trying to make sure everybody's out of the building.
Okay. So what? So she's not paying attention to me, kind of.
Not
right?
really. She's pretty much
Okay.
over it now. She's busy.
So as soon as that, I'm gonna like dash to the back, kind of, or like kind of like actually more so not dash, but like kind of like casually walk.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of hurry your way around to the back of the building, where you two.
Has anyone funneled out the back, or mostly people just
No,
going out
everybody
the
seems to
front?
be going out the front. Nobody's come out this back door.
Okay. After I've waited a few moments, seeing that no one is coming out, I'm going to, of course, still with Rip in my hand, I'm gonna drop down onto it. Do I see him?
Yeah, you see him coming around the back.
Be quiet.
Does it
So-
look like everybody's gone? Am I?
You sit in there kind of quietly for a little bit, and you stop hearing like feed. And
I switch my
voices.
outfit to my service technician outfit,
Okay.
and I go out and I head to the main room.
Okay. Yeah, you go out to the big.
I'm in the main room. Meet me there.
All right.
I'm gonna start checking over the altar.
Okay.
I'm going to walking into this room.
And I pulled out my gun, by the way.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
do you
figured.
recognize this room as we're now in this background?
Okay. Yeah, you open up this room. It seems to be it's split off into two rooms. So this room was a lot smaller. It's like a storage room. It has like a pantry, a couple like refrigeration things and freezers and all that, and like a little kitchen. and then it opens up into a room that has like the lunchroom tables, you know, like it's got long tables and lots of like chairs and all that. There's like bulletin boards with like, here's what's going on in the neighborhood, you know, that kind of
I
thing.
pull up my communicator and call the fire department.
Okay.
And
You're like, what's your emergency?
hi, yeah, I'm at 7834 Milky Way at the church. We have a false alarm. We're just testing out our fire system.
Oh,
Please
okay.
disregard it.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank
No
you very
problem.
much.
Thank you.
Didn't you actually set a fire?
No, I just held the lighter up under the thing.
No, he didn't like.
Yeah.
He just like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna burn this down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you look so horrified. I get it now. I was like, what? He just like set off the alarm. It's all right.
Hey, big guy, I do have 2 legs. You can put me down now. said
Yeah,
put,
I'm going
not
to
drop.
go ahead and just rush through checking every door to try and find the quickest way to the main room.
Yeah, you check some of the doors. You find like the priest quarters. Like, you know, it's nothing weird. It's just a bed and like a foot locker. You know what I mean? Like an army barracks.
Yeah,
It's
and I
just
like, you know,
kinda-
child-sized collar.
I mean, you know, it's just like a nice. It's fine. There's a couple buildings. There's like a music room. There's like you know,
Places and maze.
yeah, it's a big church. And you make your way through, and you end up in the large room. You come out through like a side door.
There you are. I figured it was either you or an elephant coming through there. Hey, evidently it's under this podium, this altar thing.
Okay. It's very old and very large, and it's made of like heavy old dark wood, that kind
Like,
of thing.
whoa, hold on. We need to check this thing out. If only there was a way to like see underneath the floor here.
Also, this is a place of worship. You don't do that. You make the gods mad.
Oh, please, they don't worship Desna here.
If only there was some way to
Well,
look through
then.
this floor.
Okay.
I was waiting for the next layer, like, if only.
So I'm gonna use blind sense.
Okay.
Okay. It's a nat 1, but I'm gonna use communalism since I'm
Okay.
close to an ally to reroll.
Okay.
Okay, much better. That's going to be 20.
So you can't really hear. What is that specifically? Blind sense. What does that let you? Hear
So it
specifically?
lets me see like 30 feet, see things that I can't see.
Yeah.
I use like vibration senses.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It
Okay.
was like kind of like things that are moving. You kind of. It's like echolocation, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Tremor sense, more like?
Tremor sense.
Yeah, kind
That's
of.
what I mean. Like you feel like there's something you can piece it together with the sounds
Like or
or feeling or something.
it's more. Well, no, it's vibration. Like mainly, I make the vibrations and
Yeah,
like
so
yeah,
the
yeah.
same, like
Echolocation.
Yeah.
So like echolocation.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of get the idea that there is a small room underneath there. It's probably only big enough for maybe like one person down there. And as far as you can tell, you can hear and feel the familiar vibration of like machinery. Not really machinery, but like electricity and machine. You know what I mean?
The
Type
worm
of
hum
thing.
of a computer.
Did you figure out a way to open it?
I didn't figure out a way to open it, but I can tell you there's definitely machines under there.
All right, Rip, you're
I'm
up.
gonna search. What would be search in this thing? Perception?
Perception. Yep.
I'll
one-
search too, I
perceive.
guess.
Okay.
That would be a 10.
I have 22.
Okay. Well, you find there's a big old book on the top. It's real interesting.
Meh.
Okay. You know, just throw them sacred text over. That's fine. I'm sure that won't piss anybody off.
No.
So, you,
I pick it up and I'm just like, sorry, I'm just frustrated.
So you kind of like feel around like the edges and corners of it, and you find that there is a section where it pulls out of the wood
Okay.
thing, and there is a button on it, and it's blinking
Yep.
slowly.
Blinking button?
I mean, there's only way to see if it works is I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna press it. I want to inspect the button, see if does there wires like going.
Yes, it has wires that are heading to the inside. They've been like, you know,
Okay.
Fed through.
fastened to the side. Yeah.
I'm gonna just press the button. Let's see what happens. Step back just in case.
All right.
I stand there stubbornly.
I mean,
I stand behind him.
I'm gonna
That's a good shield.
I'm gonna doot and press the button. It makes a
You're
doot
gonna
sound.
doot too?
It's gonna make a doot sound.
I figured your character made the dudes.
Yeah,
Thanks.
There you go.
Okay, so you push the button and you hear like a low, just like, and the thing slides back in, and the altar just kind of slides back.
Towards them or towards me?
Away.
Away from me?
Towards
Well.
towards the pews.
Okay.
That looks like a place for you.
I'm a going down. I'm a going down. I'm a going down.
I'm
Press
gonna
the
go
button.
fish.
I'm a gonna go fish.
You push the
I
button.
press the button.
Okay, close.
After he's in, I'm like,
Just, you couldn't be nice. Just one time.
okay,
Can you hear us?
Can I hear him?
Yes, you can, but it's very low. Like it's hard to tell.
Considering that the main entrance has
I
a
can hear
direct
you.
route to this room. Oh,
considering that the main entrance is a direct route to this room, perhaps we should hide. Worst case scenario, we set a real fire.
Why don't you guys hide, and I'll pretend that I'm fixing the error with the fire system. I look like a service technician,
Okay.
and I'll go over to like a fire panel on the wall and be like,
Just blast. Okay.
and then just start like,
Yeah, start trying to fix it.
like pretend to fix, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
looking up in this main room, are there like support beams and all this? Anything like
Oh yeah,
that?
it's built like it's got big columns and support beams up in the steepled church top and.
How menacing do you want to feel?
Okay, first of all, you can't shut me inside of a place like this. That was really scary. Second off,
Get
what
the
was
job
that
done.
What was that explosion sound? What's going on up there? What's the plan?
I shot a wall panel. Sorry.
Do machines.
Okay, I'll do machines.
Can I
Do
use my
machines. That's
disguise
just a
kit
thing
really
I do.
quick to try to alter my appearance so I don't look like I did in like the
Yeah.
children's clothes?
Yeah. You can
Alright.
you can do that.
Okay.
I'll say you know it well
Yeah.
enough to do.
Okay.
Take
a 10 on it.
Yeah, you can take a 10 on it.
Do you want to hide up there?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I will snag him, and I'd like to fly up to the highest support beam that is.
So this
Or
time.
either the highest support beam or the one that's closest to the entrance.
So this time, getting that high is not the problem. The problem is going to be catching the beam. Because I know that you can't fly yet, but you can use your wings to like
Yeah, but
get up higher.
if I dash, I can get at least 50 feet of maneuverability.
Right. It's not the maneuver. It's not how high. It's catching the beams as you go up there, because you're going, and the beams aren't like super wide.
Okay.
So I want you to roll a athletics. Yeah, we'll call it athletics to catch the beam as you're jumping up there.
21.
There you go. So you jump up and you just kind of clamber up there.
Smaller than I thought.
Yeah, it's not as big as it looks like.
And I'll go ahead and set him down on the one next to me. Like,
Yeah, you're all right. You're fine. But for you, it's very small up here.
Okay, oh, wait, just very quiet.
Your tail is just like.
Be very quiet.
I like to think your tail is just like it's practically on the ground. And they're like, oh,
I grab it. Like,
I need this.
It'd be really creepy, like Barney the dinosaur, like up in a rafters when you walk into a building.
I love you.
Oh, jeez.
keep making the Barney jokes. One of those days, like, it's gonna come around.
Yeah, you know,
So I'm in this little tiny room.
you're in a little tiny room.
Big enough, bigger for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's bigger for you. You can tell that a human would fit down here.
Okay. What do I see in said room?
So there is a single panel in the center, and around it are different like devices that seem to be connecting to this panel.
Okay.
A lot of them, some of them are transmitters, some are some kind of like radio wave blockers. Some of them are devices that look like they are made to transmit information like over another thing. This all looks like stuff that you've seen that people use to like try to interfere with communications.
Can I use my little data pad to piggyback off of this so I can get like a readout of everything from wherever I'm at?
So more or less,
Okay.
you can tell that whatever this device was designed to do is also going to try to jam your own machines if you try to mess with it.
Don't know if I would.
It has like a lot of like very like airtight sort of like programming. It's like, oh, what are you trying to do?
Then I won't use my data pad.
There you go.
I'm going to use
Bojo's.
Bojo's tap
There you
pad.
go.
And
Okay.
I'm going to try to use it to like put a little bug in the system. So like just an unnoticeable, untraceable type thing.
Okay.
So I can get a
You're trying
readout.
to get what's happening.
Yeah, so I can
Okay.
get a readout and I can just be like, all right, I got what I needed and leave. you know.
Okay.
That'd be computers.
Computers.
That it would be a 28.
Okay, so you managed to worm a tracer sort of thing in there. And otherwise it seems like a lot of this machinery is in a language you don't necessarily recognize. It seems like once you get past the straightforward stuff, some of it starts to get weird in here.
Okay, I'll translate it later. I guess I'll find a way to translate it. I suppose.
Okay.
And then, hey guys, is this thing on? Can you hear me from down here?
Yes.
Yep.
I found this thing. This thing has like a bunch of like communication jammers and information is being rerouted everywhere. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this,
Can you?
but I put a little worm inside, and I'm gonna have the information being funneled to Bojo's tab.
I really don't appreciate how fast you said that sentence because it didn't give me a chance to say that's what she said. Just want to throw that out there.
That was very funny. I'm laughing. Aha.
Anyway, is there any way you can, is like the call from church being rerouted here? Can you like follow the signal or something?
Let's see what I get. I'm going to use Bojo's tablet to see if I can go through the web that is this communication jammer and see which ones are rerouter, I should say.
So you kind of go through, and that one seems a little more surface level than some of the others. It seems like that phone number is rerouted to here, specifically.
Okay. But I know where that's coming from.
You don't know where it's coming from. That's the part that's getting weird. It seems like it's easy once it comes out of this building. It's just like, there it is. You know, you can trace the path and be like, okay, well, that's where that's doing, you know. But the coding on the other side is like, a lot of it is in like it's a strange language that looks like something like ancient. Like it's like, you're surprised a computer could even read this kind of thing.
If I were to leave the building, will Bojo's tablet, which is now my tablet, still connect to this room?
You don't know. You haven't left the building yet.
All right. See, it won't let me. There's a lot of really weird symbols and stuff that I probably never seen before. I don't think I've ever
That's how I
seen
feel every time I look at a computer.
It's even more complex than that, believe it or not. And when it gets to the point where it's trying to track where church is, that's a big question mark. I just see weird symbols.
Could you not turn it off and then we could track the number normally?
I don't know if that'll work. But I also have my tablet set to, or Bojo's tablet, set to track this thing. I don't know how far I can go with it still tracking it. Could just turn it off and we won't have to worry about it, but we also might lose the trace on church.
Could we take over this equipment and make it ours? Use it to trace any calls coming to and from this location?
I was trying to do that remotely. I don't know if we can pull this entire thing out of here without it being noticed.
Could you use this to reprogram self-control?
I suggest that you stop suggesting that.
Okay. Switch to a private channel. Is there any way you could use this to reprogram self-control?
I'd be more afraid that it would infect self-control and we have a new problem on our hands. I don't know this coding at all.
Good point. I switch back to the public channel.
How big is it's like a tower or something? I can just be like, ooh, personal tower, and just take it with me.
No.
It's like a room that is the
like,
computer.
Yeah, like this place is beyond the rest of this room when you really like get in and look at it. It goes out a lot further than you thought it did, but it's a server room full of machines.
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. This room is literally a room full of servers. I can't do anything about this.
It would seem to the average person that there was a fire. Who knows, perhaps a bunch of overheated machinery could be set aflame.
Okay, I get what you're getting at. Only I will do that if you promise to let me out of here before you let the place burn.
Hold on, wait. What does anyone have a grenade or anything still? Could we wire something in so we could call the number and have it go off if we need to get rid of this place later, but we can use it for now?
That should be really easy. I mean, yes, that is something I could possibly do.
What sort of history do you have?
You didn't come through. Can you say that louder? There's like the room dampens communications.
Look, I'm just saying, we call in a bomb threat later, and then we blow it up if we need to. Otherwise, we can use this place for whatever nefarious tracking we need to do.
I want to say that I did make a mistake earlier and almost blow up some innocent people. Now we're talking about possibly actually blowing up innocent people.
No,
I don't want to do
we
that.
empty out the church first.
Mistake.
Or we set the charge so it just blows down on top of the equipment and doesn't blow up into the church.
It's a concealed space.
That could possibly
And
work.
not a fiery charge, like a concussive one. Ruin the equipment.
Maybe we could rig something up. That's possible. It doesn't do any damage to people. Does damage to just the machines. That's easy enough. Maybe I can make some kind of like EMP thing or something.
We should be fast. We don't know how much more time we have.
Okay, well, I can't get... Oh, actually, I'm going to look around for a button to see if I can get out of here from here.
There is a button.
Okay, sweet. Oh, there's a button right here. I've been panicking for nothing. Rip, you're just silly sometimes. All right, I need the grenade, and I need some time. Stall for me, just a little bit.
I'll grab one on my pack.
I'll stall, you give him the grenade, and
Hey, over here.
I'm gonna go.
Tink, 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 tink.
Oh no, it's fine. You managed to pick it up. It doesn't.
Yeah, and
It's a grenade. They don't fall apart like that, at least.
Bug, come here.
Don't call me that.
And I'm gonna
Shimmy down the
grab one of the pews and start like moving it to like block the doors so they can't be opened.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys pull a pew over to the door, and they're old, heavy wood pews, so that door ain't moving.
This will buy us a few
And
minutes,
neither are you
probably.
guys, because now you're tired.
Now I
There's
think
windows.
now I think I understand the accidents lady talks about this church blowing up nonstop.
This church blew up before?
Oh yeah. From your knowledge of your history, this church has been blown up 4 times.
And for a matter of self-control, we don't plan on actually blowing up this church.
Copy
Great.
that. I was listening.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna rig this thing to make like a kind of concuss this room instead of like blowing it up.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
it's a.
What type of grenade is it?
I believe it causes piercing damage because of shrapnel. It's a shrapnel grenade.
Okay. Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll tear up everything in this room. But I want to see if the walls around this thing would be kind of like thick enough to contain it so people don't get hurt.
As far as you could tell, the walls down here would be thick enough to contain some of it. More than likely, some of it will get out. I mean, it's a grenade. So it's not going to blow a hole in the ceiling and blow everything up. This floor is thick enough that it'll probably stop some of it, but it is going to crumble in a little bit.
Crumbling in
Now,
is fine.
in your favor, though, because that will crush more of the machinery. But you do know that if someone's standing on this, they will more than likely die.
I'll come over and be like, how's it going?
I'm stuck.
All right, why?
This thing is gonna go off, right? Floor's gonna collapse, right?
Okay.
If somebody's standing on said floor, they're not gonna make it. I don't feel.
No, all right, I understand.
That's why.
Well, one thing would be we could set the bomb off at like 3 a.m. There shouldn't be anyone in here at 3 a.m. typically. The other thing is we
You're
could
here at like 2 a.m.
we could pad it.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that.
Maybe put it inside one of the machines with some some sort of padding in there to stop it from.
Didn't you suggest calling in a bomb threat? Wouldn't that make everyone leave the building?
Do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pack this makeshift grenade tire bomb with the thing, and I'm gonna use because I still have Bojo's security thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that as like the transmitter for
Okay.
the bomb. So I just stole all this dude's stuff, and I'm gonna use it.
mean,
This
might as
guy is
well.
useful.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
and rig it. Do I need to roll for that?
I mean, you did it before, so you can do it again.
Perhaps you
Okay.
should make sure it's hidden.
That's gonna be a roll.
Yeah, okay. Roll stealth? Question mark?
Yeah, we'll call it stealth. Stealth to
That's gonna be a 22.
22. Okay. So we'll call it that to hide it. Okay. You feel like you did pretty okay.
All right. Yeah, it looks like it's good. We can leave.
All right. Why don't you go move the pew out of the way of the door, and let's head out the back.
All right. Is anyone on the other side?
We didn't hear anything.
Okay, do you want me to use my blind sense?
I'll just move it just enough so it's out of the way.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Scurry out and then.
Okay.
We closed the thing again,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you guys the tablet that has all the data being funneled into it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can take this very far and
Yeah,
maybe we'll
great.
still get
Let's talk
information.
about this once we're very far.
Yeah,
Actually,
go-
I'm
yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
around
do
to
it.
the front. I'm gonna walk around the
Okay.
church. Like, I'll catch up to you guys as I walk around, and I switch to the police officer uniform
Okay.
while still having my face disguised to look different than
Yeah.
as a kid.
So you see, the lady that was sort of the head
Sure.
lady has gathered. She still has the kids, the lost kids. She's got 3 other women that are working there, including the old lady. And there's a couple younger guys that are kind of there. But you don't see any more patrons. It looks like they all went home.
Hello, I'm. What was the name of that? I don't have my sheet. The cop that I stole his badge from.
I think it was Landon or
I
something.
think
Yeah.
it was Landon.
Yeah.
Officer Landon, and I point to the badge. Got a report from the fire department. Went inside, checked it out. Turns out someone messed with one of the fire things.
Oh my! Why would they do such a thing?
I got a report. That kid right there, we need to take him in for questioning.
Oh.
And I point to the kid who
Yeah, the
I
cool
didn't
kid.
think,
And he's like, you see his face go like, and then he's like, I did it.
yeah. We'll make sure he gets back safe and sound. We just need to talk to him
all
for a
right.
little bit. But it should be safe to go back in there. You're gonna need to hire someone to fix the panel in the
Okay.
main thing. Looks like
Absolutely.
someone shot it with a laser blaster
Oh
or
my
something. It's
gosh.
ridiculous. Yeah. All right, come on, kid, let's go. And I push him on the back, and then as we get far enough away where I know she's not seeing me or anything, I tap the thing and have the outfit back on that I was wearing when he saw me and
He's like,
pulled the
"Whoa,
thing away.
That's awesome.
All right, kid, let's go check out a real police
Heck yeah, let's
cruiser
go.
ship.
He's like the same height as you.
Yeah.
He's like,
I walk
"Yeah."
up and I'm like, what's his name? The kid's name?
His name is his name is Eric.
So I walk up to these guys and, hey guys, this is Eric. He's cool.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm pretty cool.
Did you just kidnap a kid?
No.
No, I'm not kidding. My parents are dead.
Yeah.
Did you adopt
Did you kidnap
No, he's an orphan.
orphan?
You could just borrow them. People did it to me all the time.
Okay, so how is it that he can do stuff like this and then I get the thing? Oh, you gotta stay in the brig. Why
I
is he not in the
promised
brig?
him I'd show him the ship.
You're okay with that too?
I keep my promises.
So you
You act
right,
as
Eric?
if
I high five.
he high fives you. Then you feel behind you. You feel him picking up your tail and then just drop it. Is this real?
You act as if I consult him on everything he does.
It's
But
real,
I
Eric.
get to consult him.
Whoa.
All
I
right.
think that because of this, I should be free to roam around the ship. I won't touch anything. I'll keep my hands to myself. How about that? I won't mess with self-control ever again. Please?
How do I trust that you're not going to try to behind my back?
You have my word.
You gotta spit in your hand and shake hands. That's how you do it.
All right, and I do that. Don't worry, it doesn't
That's how the
hurt that
plague got started, I'm pretty sure.
much. With the rat jokes.
Yeah, because you're a rat.
Okay, beside my rat-like exterior, I have a heart of gold. I'm doing the right thing.
More like a heart of mold.
Okay, can we talk about this on the ship? Let's just go. We gotta take care
No,
of this.
me and Eric are bored. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Bugman, why are you bug?
This is
You're
gonna be
taking him
fun.
back.
I'll take him back. I told you I was just borrowing him. Come on, kid.
Let's go! Yay! He buys 14 slap bracelets on the way with his
Okay.
$10.
just puts them like all up
Yeah,
his
he's
arms
got
and
one all of
his
his
legs.
like, yeah.
As like I'm walking, I'm just like, wait, why am I a bug? Like, I'm actually having an existential crisis. Like this kid has a point. Like,
Oh God. Oh no. Like what happened to Orglorg? I don't know.
So,
I don't know anything anymore.
How do we know this kid's not gonna say anything about what we're doing?
Is that a tank full of pee?
Yes, it is. I keep it with me all the time,
Why?
in case I get lost.
Why?
Because it helps me find my way back.
Why?
Because it smells.
Why?
I have a good nose.
Why?
Because I'm a rat.
Why?
Because I was born one.
Why?
I don't know. Past that point,
But when two rats lurch.
Oh no!
whoa, he's not ready for that.
Look, Eric, you're a
Yeah.
real inquisitive kid. I like that. That's gonna hold well when you get older.
Yeah.
Let's show him around the ship.
We'll show him the ship, not around the ship.
Are we at the ship now?
Yeah, you've reached
Alright.
the ship.
All right, self-control. You there?
Welcome aboard, operatives, and Junior Officer Eric.
Wow! Your ship knows me?
Yeah, Eric here is to have full access to the entire ship. In fact, I want you to change
Temporarily.
voice commands. He's now Captain Eric for as long as he's on board.
Understood. Welcome aboard, Captain Eric.
Oh! Wow!
All right, kid, go nuts.
And he does.
I just like completely, after setting him free on the ship, go to my bunk and like lay there, and I'm like, oh, it's been a long day, and just completely ignore him like tearing across the ship while these three are like panicking about this child.
I'm not panicking. I'm just in there. Hey, it'd be a shame, but I gotta go to the brig. Looks like I can't help this at all.
Yeah, goodbye.
Actually, hey, you wanna
What's
just go
this
back
do?
to the pad?
I gotta take care of
This
self-control.
What is it?
I don't know. He just starts like, I don't know, look in this cabinet. What do these do? What does this do? Is this for you? Is this your stuff?
All right, Captain Eric,
Yeah.
go talk to Doran for a little bit,
Okay.
okay?
Hi, Doran.
Hey, you don't talk to a captain that way.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do. So this goes on for like 2 hours.
And I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm ready to claw my own eyes out.
But then eventually you hear that sweet silence of him being like, wow, this is the cool.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to his bunk, seeing as they left me for the night.
It's like 6 in the morning.
The whole
I
time
know.
he's been doing this, I've had like my comm out, and I've been researching the church to see if there's any reports of them mistreating children or anything.
Okay, no, as far as you know, it seems okay.
Okay.
Everything about that place has been pretty legit, actually. When you search it up, it seems like they've done a lot of community work in that area to try to repair everything. And it seems
Gotcha.
pretty all right.
Okay.
I'll do this once I'm awake.
I'm gonna go to sleep because I have had a very long, probably like 22 hours at
It's
this
been a
point.
big 20. Yeah, it's like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I'll take the kid back after I take him to breakfast. Bushed, but this place checks out. I have no problem bringing the kid back there.
Um,
I'll lay down.
I'm actually like, I'm very eager to find Church Orglorg is. So I'm gonna. Hey, self-control. Did you track that other call you said you were tracking earlier?
Yes, you went there.
The second call?
The call to church. Yes, you already went there today.
Okay, yeah, I remember Rip talking about the whole game communication. Well, I'm assuming you're probably passed out since you're at the brick.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Everybody's
brig.
asleep but
I'm in the
you.
brig.
Yeah. Like, okay. We'll just talk about it tomorrow or today, however long I'm asleep for. Good night, self-control.
Good night, Orglord. Make sure to tell Operative Cosm that he's doing a good job.
I'll be sure.
Oh god.
And like, my buggy self just do like the roach crawl. to it, like,
Oh, don't do that.
This whole time you've been walking upright, and then it's like, okay, time to sleep.
exactly.
Ah, no.
Is it cool when he does that? It's amazing.
That's the worst thing ever. Oh, I have a character that does that too.
I get up
Nasty.
and like look around and realize like the kid's just like sort of passed out on like the floor.
Yeah, he's just
And
face down.
I like pick him up and put him in. I'm like, it's not right that you sleep on the floor. You should have a bed. And then I put him in Rip's bed.
Okay.
And I put the thing on him, and then go back to mine and just like go back to sleep.
So you all get a full day. You're gonna rest for 8 hours, or
Yeah.
as long as you need to.
Yeah.
So until like 10 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 6 right now, so
Oh, it's 6
2
a.m.
in the afternoon.
I mean, it'd be 2 in the afternoon if you want to rest that long.
This
All right,
game
let's
is built
do
for
it.
nighttime.
Well, it is now.
Alright.
So, okay. So you rest. It's like 2 in the afternoon. And you wake up because you hear the child existing, as children do.
All right, kid. You want to go get some breakfast, and I'll take you back?
Heck yeah, let's do it!
Let's see. Let's get some
You're just floating in space.
syrup-covered donuts.
Whoa! Do they
Alright.
make those?
Why not? I mean,
Oh my
you just
god.
buy some syrup and some donuts, and you dip. Like,
Do that.
yep.
That sounds great.
Morning, guys. So how's everything going? He's just sleeping in my bed now.
Well,
Mm.
he's fine. I mean,
Your bed is a wreck.
I'm gonna take him back. I'll bring donuts back. I would ask if you guys want them, but you're all cops, so I'm not gonna. And like, I just like leave with the kid to
Okay.
like bring him back.
Donuts?
Okay, since he's apparently a dad now,
He's a dad now.
Rip, with all the technology and communications you learned about,
Oh yeah,
Can-
yeah. Totally. Hold on a second. And I pull out the pad. Is it still connected to the church thing?
It's hard to tell. It's like sometimes it's connected and sometimes it's flashing that weird rune text all over it.
I don't know if that's bad or not.
As the face comes out of it. No, I'm kidding.
No. I remember this. Just crush it.
Crush that the whole tablet like
Okay. I don't know that's good or bad, but it's flashing a lot of different symbols and stuff. I think I better, just to show I am trustworthy with my fellow officers, tell Doran.
So, I assume that they're now out and about. He's watching him. Doran's going to start on his morning ritual of many a coffee.
Many a coffee. Delicious many a
Yeah,
coffee.
he'll make whatever food he can find, rummaging through the kitchen area, and
Yeah.
along with the entire pot of coffee. Before, I guess, heading over to these two.
so you talked about a strange language. Just talk to self-control. See, right? You don't
Oh,
have
no.
authorization.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Just hand me a tablet.
There you go. Actually, show it to Duran. Actually, let me show it to Duran. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good morning. You look great. I already used the scales thing, so it's not. Oh yeah, pounded down the extreme. There you go, the coffee of dreams. Here. Do you know what this language is?
Looking at it, do I know it?
No, you don't. This is an ancient language of some kind. It's made out of. It doesn't even resemble anything you recognize. It's made out of like large, like almost exactly like runes. Almost like it's like instead of the letters being like shaped like letters or symbols or anything, it's like they're like almost like they look like they've been carved in. It's very odd.
No, I don't know it.
Well, this is the stuff that I encountered when I was trying to find where church was. This is the thing that's blocking it. I don't know what it says. You know what this says? 'Cause I don't know what it says.
So, is this part of their jamming thing?
More than likely, ancient text or whatever like that. It's like you looking at ones and zeros on a screen. For me, it's like that. I don't know what it means.
Any ideas what to do with it?
Well, I'm gonna hand it to you. Since I don't have clearance anymore, why don't you ask self-control?
You want me to plug in some sort of jamming program?
No, don't you can't like show it to like a camera of his and it's tracking everything that we're doing anyway. Just say, like, hey, do you know what it says? I don't know.
Do you think this is a good idea?
Don't plug it into the actual system.
Not
We-
going to.
I feel like this hidden language is important to the mission.
And you don't know it either.
Yeah, I probably don't know. After looking at it, do I know it? Like, no. No, we could go back to the church, talk to no, they know. This is, I think, our only bet.
All right. Anything else? Any other ideas? Anything I should know?
Not that
Why
I'm
don't we
aware.
ask Owen? Maybe he knows.
He's being a dad right now.
He's busy being.
Unlikely.
I guess I'll take out my personal comms unit, and I will switch to its camera because these things are pretty much all-purpose little, they're like modern-day phones essentially. I'll take the camera and hold it up to the screen, and I'll wait for these symbols to appear, and I'll take a flash of it. Now that if I have an image of it on my own personal comms,
Yeah.
I'll self-control. Would you by any chance know or be able to somehow research whatever these symbols mean, or if they are language of some sort, as I now give him access to the image?
Okay.
Thank you, Operative Kazum. I am familiar. I recognize the language, but I'm not allowed to translate at this moment. Would you like me to request access?
Do you know why you're not allowed to?
Yes.
Let me guess, that's restricted as well.
Yes.
Yes, I would like you to ask for permission.
Requesting access from home base.
Meanwhile, like we're in the donut place, like eating breakfast. I'm showing him how to dip donuts in like maple
He's
syrup.
like, whoa, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. So look, Eric, you ever heard of undercover police?
Yeah. Those are the ones that go and around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are undercover police. Yeah. So you can't really tell people about us, but I gave you my number. If they ever mistreat you or anything, I will come and arrest them.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So
Awesome.
you ever need anything, buddy, you just give me a call and I'll do what I can, all right?
Okay, I'll do it. That's good. That's fine.
So let's go ahead and finish up eating and I'll take you back.
Okay.
All right,
He just inhales.
so then I'll take him back and then start heading back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, you drop him off at the church and he hangs out with all of his friends and they're like, yeah, Eric.
I leave him. I leave all the kids with like.
Eric got arrested, guys.
I leave the kids with like a bunch of boxes of donuts
Whoa!
too.
And you see the old lady look at you like,
What have you done?
she looks at you just like this, like,
And maple syrup.
no. What have you done?
That's so kind for you to do that to the kids.
Oh, it's like dropping off like little drum sets. They're like, no! No.
All right, bye, kids.
I'm like, bye! Bye, Officer Landon!
And I just take off
Okay.
the ship.
So you head back. Then you come back and so you
Alright.
guys are
Hey guys, piggies, I got the donuts, and I put them on the table.
Donuts. And scurry up, like on all fours.
So you open the box, and like every donut has a bite missing. Eric wanted to try them all, so I
You
figured
think
it was
that's
cool.
gonna stop me? I'm a
I'm
rat
just-
man.
just
And
warning
start
ya.
nom, 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 nom.
No, I think they're still good.
The bite adds flavor.
Syrup's over here for dipping.
Am I able to tell if it was actually Eric that took a bite? I don't know.
as far as you know, it was. It's a similar mouth size. It's difficult to tell.
Meanwhile, at the donut shop, see, you tie a bite of each one. Oh yeah.
That's how you know.
I'm just looking at these disgusting creatures around me.
Oh, yeah.
Just whiskers and fur all covered in powdered sugar and stuff. Just like, oh God.
Got you coffee.
Yeah, he actually sheds a tear. Like,
Did you take a sip out of it as well?
Do I think he's lying?
I don't know.
Is that a sense motive
That would
versus
probably be a
his
sense
deception or
I
persuasion?
didn't take a sip out of it.
I don't believe you.
I mean, if you're not gonna try, I'll definitely take it off your hands.
Should he have coffee?
he's energetic enough.
I'm gonna take it and like just hold it above me as I go to the kitchen, just
Okay.
into the sink.
Oh, it's a wish to go coffee. Oh, well,
Yeah, he's a jerk like that.
I got donuts.
Okay, Owen.
I like
so,
to think you two are just over this box of donuts.
Even though I just had a bunch of them.
More.
Okay, God, use a napkin.
Smear that.
Right now, we're trying to have self-control identify the language Rip found yesterday.
Oh, yeah. How's that going?
Waiting.
As you think it would go.
Apparently, it's restricted.
All right.
Self-control, do you know how long this usually takes?
It is under manual review, so it will be up to Home Office to decide whether or not to allow it to be translated.
Should we call home office?
Conveniently, you hear the comm system on self-control on the ship beep with a message.
Is it a?
It's a like a type message. It's not like a person.
I don't want to talk to these people. So,
And you get a message that says, "Dear operatives, your request has been reviewed, and we have further questions about your need to translate this language and where you found it. We will have a board contact you to hear your request. Please be available at the evening time, and we will contact
Oh, that's
you
super specific.
for a video
It's
call."
worse than a cable installer. At least they give you hours.
I'm gonna scurry up his back. What's it say? Oh, that's not good.
So I guess we just sit and wait.
Yeah, nuts to that. You guys can sit and wait if you want to. I'm figuring something out. All right, I got nothing.
Whoop-de-doo.
Operative, upon reviewing the manual, subsection 7.483, why not endear yourself to the local populace and see if you can gain any information?
Yeah, that sounds like.
I did that the first night I was here.
Let's do more of it. We can.
I agree.
Well,
What about the Shunta lady you saw? We can go talk to her
or
again.
her
No,
friend.
no, let's not do that. We need the actual community outreach.
I don't necessarily want to call a lot of attention of us. If we get found out, I don't want them coming down on her.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
well, for the video call, we
What
should-
about her friend, the chemist? No, wait, she wouldn't know.
Same thing though. I don't want to call it on, attention on them. How about this? What if we go back to the place where Bojo was selling? I'm sure there's still some sort of.
I'm sure it's either riddled with, officers or more gang members.
You think officers would go there? Maybe. But
well,
I'm
there
sure
was
that-
a terrorist
yeah.
in the area, so.
I do think that maybe someone else has been put in power now that Bojo's
Yeah,
gone.
maybe we can. Maybe there's someone we can squeeze for more information, or
And hopefully
knows
not
what?
actually kill them this time.
maybe we can just find one of his customers and find out what
I
they know.
didn't kill him.
Or
Wasn't putting a blame. I didn't do it either.
we could go to the local police department and find out if they know anything.
I don't want to. I just. You guys go to the police office. We'll do the community outreach. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Oh boy.
if we're out and about, what if they call us the video call? While we're out and about.
We'll be. I
Be
mean,
back here within 3 hours.
yeah, we'll just be back by evening. Let's go.
Easy
Okay.
peasy. Let's go.
Okay. So you spread out to go and do things. So you guys are going to the community in general, and you two are going to the police station. So we'll go, we'll roll high or low. You guys.
Low.
Well, can't get much lower than 1. All right. So you two head to the local Heckworth police station. There's a lot of activity in here. They are tracing a terrorist activity that happened the other evening. So, also the death of Bojo has caused quite a stir with the police station here. But you come in and you get like a man like in a full-on uniform comes over like, how can I help you, gentlemen?
I'm still in my uniform. Yeah. Hey,
Are you wearing the
No, I'm wearing a different badge.
Okay.
I switched the badges before I walked
Okay.
in because I didn't want to have it be his badge.
like,
Yeah.
Officer Landon?
Yeah. you seem much shorter today.
What happened to you, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's another Landon.
Yeah.
Another Landon.
My brother. So we're officers from a different precinct, and we just thought we would check in with you guys about possible leads into some cases we're working. Are there any? Is there any information that you guys have regarding? Let's see. Looks like there was an incident yesterday, blowout of some 7834 Milky Way. It's a church. Looks like someone shot a blaster at their fire alarm or something.
No, didn't hear nothing about that.
Nothing about that, huh? I didn't know.
Odd.
Some sort of master criminal must have done it. Untraceable, uncatchable, the perfect crime. Anyway, also, we're looking for information. There was a recent issue with a drug salesperson, Bojo.
Oh yeah, he passed away last night.
Did he now?
He did.
Passed away.
He was taken out by probably a rival gang member. It looks like they burned him to death and then urinated on him.
Oh my goodness gracious. And like I make a note and it's like a little like death face and I'm like, I'm taking notes here, okay. And
Well, before we continue with this, what unit are you from?
we're from King Unit. King's Unit.
Oh, Kings, right.
Yes.
Okay.
So, anyway, we've heard a couple of different things about this Bojo, that he's been in communication with someone named Church. Do you guys have any information on this individual?
Have information on Church. Oh my God. Well, if you'll follow me, Kings, we're gonna
Let's
go
follow him
to the back.
to the back.
So he leads you into a back room that has like a lot of like files and all that kind of stuff. And he pulls out a gigantic binder that's like this thick. Like it's the clasps are over here. It's like this big. It's huge. And he slaps it down on the table. We've been tracking these guys for years. They've been a problem for Hecors for a long, long time.
Open it up. Interesting. This looks like an Bugman job.
I'd like to look it over and see what I can. I pick it up with like one hand.
Okay, so we're going to call that a gather information for you to go through this because it is a lot.
Okay.
Is that on there? Is gather
I don't
information
see
for
that.
investigation? Or I thought it was
I'm
gather information. Maybe I'm
There-
missing that.
You could.
Yeah.
Well,
My guess is it would probably be. It'd probably just be perception.
I mean, I guess.
That or culture? Or culture.
It could be culture, but culture is more about knowing about.
Yeah, culture's like the area, like the
Yeah.
people, you know?
So perception.
Yeah, we'll call it perception. What kind of cop game is this?
11?
Gather information. No, it's okay. 11. So there's a lot in here. It's hard to find like a lot of really good stuff, but you do find a couple things that kind of piece things a little bit together. Bojo has been working for Church for not super long. It seems like whoever Bojo was like in the chain often gets replaced, if you know what I mean. He does that role doesn't last very long. Church has been around for a lot longer. Nobody really knows who he is, what he looks like. He's very mysterious.
Do you have a digital copy of this file I can have?
I would imagine so. I'll have to ask the librarian for it though.
That's fine. We'll just chill here. Cool.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
All right. It's weird being back here not in handcuffs.
So
You can
two-
put on me if you want for old time's sake. Huh?
So you two, you make it out to what neighborhood are you going to? Are you going to like the Piece Together neighborhood, or are you going back to like the Bojo territory?
The kind of Bojo territory, yeah.
Okay. So you head back over there.
I want to see if I can find some people that we might know.
Okay. Yeah. Roll perception to see if you can find somebody you might know.
8.
right. Well, it's not too hard, at least. You see a lady that you remember. Her name was Ellie Ann, and she is a sort of like a. She's inside of a suit, like almost like a fishbowl on top of it, and she's got she's like a light blue. She's almost like a fluid being.
Okay.
And her suit has like four mechanical arms that come off of it, and her body is like really, really slender inside of a sort of space suit on top of this big machine. It's like this wide with like little four arms coming off of it.
Gotcha.
And she sees you coming by, and she's like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?"
Oh, it's been so long.
Yeah.
How's my favorite person been doing?
You're such a charmer. Hey,
No.
listen, you wouldn't happen to see like a real big cat around, have you? Maybe?
Like, no. Why would you ask me if I've seen a cat around?
Well, it got out. It got out of the shop.
What?
It got out of the shop.
I'm gonna scurry up on them. Yeah, dude, where
Well, I
is
figured,
it?
listen, you're a rat, so I figured you know, right?
Yeah, I didn't
You
know.
know?
That. Hey,
Don't worry, I'll protect you. Ellie,
just don't like how
So-
they smell. They look at me funny.
you're looking for a cat, right?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we're looking for Bojo. See, it's go time for us right now.
Let's go. Oh my God! Don't say that. Well, he died last night. Didn't you hear?
No.
Oh my
I-
God! Yeah,
oh.
somebody killed him. We don't know what
Do you-
happened.
So you don't know anything that happened?
Oh God, no! I don't care. I don't mess with that stuff.
Okay, well,
I got a shop to run. I don't have time for this.
that's
So,
fair.
about that cat.
Yeah, it's
where-
out there somewhere.
Oh no.
Let me know if you find it.
Yeah,
Be back
definitely.
over at my shop.
We're not gonna look for the cat. So, we're on the street. Is there any, new Bojo?
Oh, not yet. I'm sure they haven't put somebody else. There will be eventually, if you wait long enough. You know, they always put somebody there back on the street.
Right. Also, have you seen a man? Believe it's human. Cowboy hat, boots.
Cowboy hat? No.
Nobody walking around
I
like
probably
that.
would have remembered that. Can't say I did.
Great.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Is that? I think that's the cat.
No!
And you look over the direction he was looking, and just for a moment, you see like a long striped tail go around the corner.
Oh no. We gotta get out of here, man. I can't do cats.
I gotta go get it. And she just starts running.
Well, that went
Go,
nowhere.
Why don't you go help her get the cat? I'm gonna just stay here away from cat.
Okay, go chill and go to that shop over there, get some food or something. And then I'm gonna go help Ellie, like, get her cat.
Get the cat.
Get
Okay.
the cat.
So you kind of like round the corner with her. She like skids around the corner, and then you manage to get it stuck down in an alleyway. And you look down in the alleyway. That's not a cat. That's a tiger. That's a full-on tiger. It's an actual like adult full-on tiger, and it's mad. There it is.
Ellie, please don't tell me that's the cat you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's the cat. I've been trying to sell this thing for years. Nobody wants to buy a tiger. It's ridiculous. You ready to catch it?
Anything for you, Ellie.
And you see her little machine hands, like the forearms, like raise up, and she's like, "Come here, kitty. It's all right."
Okay.
Her like slimy, like goopy liquid form like grows to be like a creepier looking face, and like gets angry
Oh.
eyebrows.
Ooh.
It's all right, kitty. You're coming back to the store.
So now that's so cute. Yeah, I guess I'll just be behind her and like do the help action for her, like
Okay.
to catch this cat.
Okay. So you see the tiger is doing that cat thing where they're looking like they're gonna fight. It's like baring its teeth and growling at her. And so if you're not gonna do anything, she runs up to it and she grabs it with all four of her arms. And you see it struggling against her. And she's like, "Ah, I need some help. Grab the spray on the back of my belt." And you see like on the back of her belt loop, there's like a little
Okay, and I grab it. Like,
spray it in the face. Spray it in the face.
and I start spraying
Okay,
it.
so you spray it, and it smells like catnip.
Uh-huh.
And you just kind of spray it, and you see the tigers like fighting at her, and then eventually it just kind of like just relaxes, She's like, all right, great. Help me drag it back to the store. And so she's got all 4 of her arms around it. She's, it's really heavy. Pick up the other side.
Okay. Just help her out.
Okay.
I'll pick it up.
So you pick up the back end of a tiger. You drag that back to the store. So that's pretty fun. You probably see all of that coming down the street. Lots of people do, actually.
That's not a cat. It is a cat, but it's not a cat. Can we get the mental? Do we have the thing where we can connect mentally? Or do you have to? Initiate it?
I believe I have to initiate it. Like, yeah. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, it's not a bond. You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
initiate it,
Yeah, mine is I can activate.
Pull out my communicator. Hey, buddy. That doesn't look like a cat. That looks like a tiger. First of all, second of all, you need to ask her for more information because that was worth some information of what's happening on the streets.
Rip. Quiet, please. It's been a morning.
I'm just telling you, man.
I think I already figured out it's a tiger.
Click.
So you drag it back into this like shop. You see inside of it has lots of exotic like animals and things, and you manage to kind of put it back in a cage. And she closes it like, oh gosh, some kid came in here and let it out. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. I'm surprised it didn't die. So what did you need?
Listen, Ellie. All right. I really need to find. Do you not know anyone who's at least connected to Bojo somewhat?
Let me think about it. Well, you could talk to Ligish. You remember that guy? I don't know if you guys ever met him. He's that
Ligish.
mechanic.
Oh, the mechanic. Okay, Ligish. What about him?
He's the one that he's been going out there trying to collect all of the pieces that, you know, those weird like those goopy things that like tear apart machines and like put them back together.
Oh?
You know what I'm talking about?
The goopy. Can I like?
It'd be like an arcana. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. All right. There's no arcana.
That would be like mysticism. Right?
Mysticism.
Okay.
Whatever that
Same
is.
thing.
That's arcana.
14.
14. That is something that's called like an assembly ooze.
Okay.
And it's literally an ooze that knows how to, like what it does when it finds unmanned machinery is it just goes poof, or puts it back together.
Okay.
Just kind of has some fun with that.
Yeah. The
A
ooze,
rust
I know what you're
monster,
talking
as it were. Okay. Yeah. So I know he was out there with those. I think he was trying to like lure one in. I don't know what he wanted to do with it, but he was out there trying to catch one. Over like a 2 blocks over. I know he's been doing that for like a week or 2. I know that he used to be pretty deep into like Dream Shiver.
Okay then.
So he might have something. If you want to try that, I
Alright.
guess.
Think you said he was 2 blocks down?
Yeah, he's like you won't miss him. He's pretty loud.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. It was good seeing you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. Have fun out there. Be careful.
Yep, I will. And then I walk outside, see her, like, all right, we gotta go find Ligish. You know the mechanic?
Oh, that guy. You mean the second best mechanic in the area?
Listen, if you don't want to talk to him, I'll talk to him.
He's a bit of a jerk. What can I say? Every time I talk to him, he thinks like he's better than me. I don't like that.
So you two, after a little bit, he comes back and he hands you just sort of like it's one of those like essentially
like
a
a chip.
disposable
Yeah.
thing. There you go.
Hi.
A USB.
Yeah.
I'll
A
look
US
over it.
A US.
I'll look over the file digitally
Aye.
just because
Aye.
it's easier for me than flipping through the giant book.
Okay.
No, I don't find anything. Hey, do you have any known associates in lockup right now for the church?
What do you mean? Oh no, we don't. It was easier to catch Bojo's thugs, you know. But yeah, church is really good about keeping out of the light. Even that one time we did catch Bojo at one point, but he barely even he wouldn't even really talk about it. It's almost like they don't know much about church.
Right.
What do you know about the cowboy?
we don't know much about him at all. We've seen him maybe 2 or 3 times. You know, we were investigating. We had found a murder scene with 2 other King's units. I think you guys probably heard about that. They had gotten killed by this cowboy, which was very strange. So I'm sure you know all about that. That was the last thing we really heard about him. The last other time we saw him was he was on some kind of like transport thing. He was working with there's an old guy that lives sort of on the north side of the planet. He goes by Pops, and Pops has this big. I don't know how to describe it other than like a big collection. He likes to collect like old machinery. And I knew the cowboy was trying to get involved with Pops somehow, but we sort of intercepted that just to make sure that didn't go down.
Gotcha, of course. He witnessed Pops, he witnessed the cowboy doing something crime-wise. Yes?
Doing crime.
He's doing crime stuff.
No, I'd heard a rumor on the street that he was the one that put down Bojo.
Right, that's what it was. Rumor on the street.
Huh.
Murder, Bojo.
Well, I guess that
Yeah.
wouldn't be too far-fetched, but I don't know. It seems weird.
Yeah, weird. So, no known accomplices in jail, and we know the Pop things. Anything else you can tell us about the that whole organization? We know that the drugs they're doing have a reputation for causing some bad stuff.
Yeah, they've increased in this strange potency rate. It's caused like melting, like organs and features and all that.
Right.
But we haven't really gotten a hold of it to. Well, at least it's odd. It has a very fast deterioration rate. We don't quite understand how that works, but it doesn't last very long.
Right. I know. I like check my pocket, like casual, like kind of like.
So sure enough,
Yeah.
all of the material in there has gone to like mush.
Yeah, like a mush, right? That's what I
Yeah.
heard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what
It's
happens.
terrible.
So it kind of melts.
Yeah.
You have to keep it in some kind of special containment. I imagine Bojo had some way to do that.
Probably did. Probably some sort of room.
What was this about the King's units that were killed?
Oh well, we went into this warehouse a couple weeks back, and we had found these 2 King's units that were murdered in there. With like a revolver too, like an old type pistol, which seemed very strange. So we're assuming it must be the cowboy, right? He's got the whole aesthetic going. That wasn't his first kill. He's killed a couple of our men too, so I imagine he saw the opportunity and took them out. You didn't hear about it?
Of course we did. Of course we did. It's just,
Right.
we wanted to see, like, we're not boots on the ground. You guys are boots on the ground.
Right.
We just want to make sure, full cooperation. Absolutely. If we find anything else, we will let you know immediately.
Great, awesome.
Yep.
Yes. I guess as we're leaving, Jordan's gonna say, when we have this meeting later, we'll have a little something to say to them as well.
Yes, absolutely. For your trouble, donut, and I take out one of the donuts with like a bite taken out of it.
No, you pulled that out of your pocket and it has a bite taken out of it.
All right. I just turn and walk out.
I starts walking, I turn to the guy, I'm like, and I'll leave.
As you're leaving, you're just like, undercover. Ridiculous.
All right, so we're out of there.
Okay.
I imagine we should
Heading back to
probably
the
head
ship.
back.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys probably head back. You sort of, are you gonna go meet Ligish now, or it's cut?
Based off of time.
Yeah, it's getting about
if it's
that
getting late.
time.
Let's talk about this. We'll go see Ligish later. He's probably fiddling with machines anyway.
Ellie says he's always there, so we'll come back to him later.
Don't want you to go see him at all. Stupid.
Okay. So you guys head back to the ship, and all of you kind of get there at around the same time.
We get back and I'm just like, I'm sugar crashing. Oh, I got donuts. Why?
Drink some water. Do something.
Welcome back, operatives.
Yeah.
Hello, self-control.
High self-control.
Tired. I go and I get myself some water and start drinking it.
You're all doing a great job.
He seems like he's in a better disposition. I mean, he's an AI, so he really doesn't have a disposition at all, but, you know, he seems nicer today.
Self-control, did we miss a call while we were out?
I have no logged missed calls.
Hey.
Thank you.
So, what'd you guys gather?
Little information that we were told about. 2 King's units were killed a couple weeks ago in a warehouse nearby.
You guys know anything about that?
No.
Evidently
Haven't
they
heard
were
it.
killed by this cowboy guy.
You think that, us being sent here, they would have told us.
Yeah. They didn't let us know anything about them dying as well. Oh, they gotta know if this planet's that the case.
They told us about this Pops guy. He's in the north side of the planet. Evidently, he does something with machines, collecting old machines. They want us. Cowboy wanted to do something with him. The police said they stopped him. With their current level of competency, I doubt it. We should probably check that out.
Maybe we should go see that guy later, but first we gotta wait for this call, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
So you all just sort of discuss your days, and eventually you hear the familiar like ringing of the
I'm like
comm
on my
the ship.
bunk, like playing a video game on my communicator, like Candy Crush, the equivalent,
Crush.
the Starfinder equivalent to Candy Crush.
Space Candy
Comic
Crush.
Crush.
Yeah.
Comet Crush.
Comet Crush, there it is, boom.
Sugar Comet Crush.
Is that the comms? And I go over and I hit the button.
Okay. You hit the button and the window opens up. And you see a window that opens up into like 5 smaller windows. And you see.
I'm not gonna be in the room for the conversation.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of the room.
Okay. So
Let's
you
go see if we can do some other stuff on the ship.
You see 5 different figures on there, each one of a different race. All of them seem to be like aged, they're a lot older. They have like fancy uniforms on, the King's unit uniforms you recognize, but a very high rank.
I am like perfectly straight. I'm like,
And they give you the salute, like, operatives?
Agent Green Hills and Agent Cosm reporting in. Based on our request, we were told to communicate with you.
Yes. I am Commander Borani.
Commander. I salute again because I don't know like the protocol for these things, so I'm going off of old
you
cop
right
shows.
Back. Yeah. He salutes you right back. He gives you a look like. Now we are under the impression that you wanted an ancient forbidden language to be translated, and I have to ask, where did you find this?
Church. In a church.
Oh.
In the basement of a church.
What church exactly?
This was a church.
Did we ever get the name of it?
It was just non-denominational, so it's
It was just some church. I don't think we have an address or a name for it. It was, this planet's a backwater cesspool. You basically
It
get
is
directions
headquarters.
by having people point.
Yes. We'll have to look into that. Where exactly in the church did you find it?
It was in the basement.
They had some sort of jamming device that it was found out of.
Yeah, they were
Interesting.
basically we were trying to communicate with one of the suspects to ascertain his location, and it went to that blocking device, stopping us from tracing the call. So we were trying to get data from that device, and that's where the language came in.
And which suspect were you looking at?
One who's currently only known alias is Church.
Church. Right. So give me a status report on the search for the other drug lords. Were you not looking for a gentleman called Bojo?
Bojo was...
We attempted to extract Bojo, but he was seemingly assassinated by another known gang member called the Cowboy.
Interesting.
Yes, murder. It's terrible.
Within the ranks at that.
Didn't even get to arrest him. But we will. We always get our
Well,
man.
I have faith.
that our motto?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Here's the issue with this language, gentlemen.
Shoot.
It is an ancient and dangerous magical language. Speaking it aloud can cause strange effects and dangerous things can happen. So, we will permit your use of translation of this language, but we will not be giving you access to translation for it, just in case it may speak itself out loud.
So
as it
you're
were.
basically going to tell us
what it
what
says.
it means, but you're not going to tell us what the words are, so we can't repeat them and have magical bad stuff happen.
Yes.
That sounds good. I didn't want magical bad stuff to happen. Did you?
I don't believe in words having power, but sure.
All right, sure. Why not? Yeah, absolutely, sir. That is A-OK.
Stop.
10-4 and what?
Well, good luck, operatives. We'll be looking for a status report
Absolutely.
within the week.
Thank you very much, sir.
He salutes every time he salutes. And then he hangs up.
Are we allowed to hang up on a... Oh, he hung up. Superior officer. I didn't know.
So we've got a number of things to do, it seems.
Yep.
So you've got a whole list of things to do, and we'll have to see what those things are on the next episode of Above the Law. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our cop mystery. We're going to figure out some stuff. They're coming for church. We're on the way. So have a good night, everybody, and may the dice be ever in your favor.
Night.